Alright. This is Maven witnessed Uber Uber Elder 100% AFK. Dude, that is some damage. We have damage. We have two shapers going. I got a pool in the middle right away. That's a poor start. I had to throw the Maven in. Here's a fun little bit of history for me, alright? So, my first PoE video I made that got like any significant viewership, I think it was my first video. It was the world first in league AFK Uber Elder. Now, this was back when Uber Elder was like the hardest fight in the game. This is before Cyrus was added. And I did the world first AFK Uber Elder on a low life Righteous Fire Guardian. So I checked, and when I checked on YouTube at least earlier, there were 0 videos of Uber Elder AFK. There was one single video of a guy doing Stormburst, doing like an AFK, which means he just stood still the whole time, which is not even remotely close to the same thing. Like, yes, he tanked Shaper balls by standing still, but like, he was self-casting Molten Shell constantly whenever he was taking ball damage. He was like manually doing all the spells and damage. So like, yeah, it was technically an AFK. Like, it was not even remotely close to an AFK kill. It was a stand still, tank everything, but I'm still going to press all my buttons kill. So this would not only be the world first Uber AFK, but it would be throwing on the Maven Witness just for the hell of it. Just now I have 2 Shapers, which is, by the way, the only monster that actually does damage, and we decided to add 2 of them instead of 1. So actually there's 3? Yeah, there's 3. There's 3 Shapers with Maven Witness, so that triples the Shapers. So that's a step up in difficulty. Got some beaming going on. What, man? Why did that ad proc me over here? I need to be damaging Elder. Oh my! That wombo combo, triple lightning warp. We're at half now, right? Yep. The bigger flex, too, is when I did this, the world first for Uber Elder, it was on a low life Righteous Fire Guardian, which is a build, like, pretty much made to do that. This is just a Mjolnir build that I swapped to be... I'm using cast when damage taken Stormbrand, because that's the only way I can passively do damage, is cast when damage taken Stormbrand. So, we're using what tools we have available here. I need the damage Shaper here, but I keep going to Elder. The downside is, if this ends up being like 8 or 10 minutes, I kind of don't want to speed it up. I would much rather this be like 6 minutes though, so it's not like some long annoying watch. But I think in that awkward spot where if it was like 15 minutes, I would double or triple the speed and just cut the audio, and then I'd just like dub over it. But I think this is gonna be in that like awkward sweet spot where it's gonna be like 8 or 9 minutes, and it's gonna be like tempting to just throw it up as is and not edit it. Also, I'm shit at editing, so, you know, I don't exactly know what I'm doing on the whole YouTube stuff. So I'll if it's under 11 minutes, I'll probably just upload it raw. But uh-oh, here's a wombo combo that could hurt. Uh-oh. No, we got it. That was probably the like gauntlet of the fight, like this part right here. If I push Elder here, I should win. He might push off that. No, not quite. Okay, he's gonna push off this, right? This pushes him for sure. Yeah. In hindsight, I'm glad I did the Maven Witness, just because this would have been really, really boring with no Maven. Having 3 Shapers instead of 1 makes this a little more challenging. Alright, Shaper's out. They're both damageable. It's the only phase that I can actually do full damage on both of them, not one at a time. So that helps. I can't ever be attacking the wrong one. Alright, hit the Shaper. Oh, this is going to actually be a wombo combo here. That is the hardest wombo combo of the fight right there. Oh, it might not be over. It's over when Shaper dies. That's usually how this fight works. Although, can Maven still clone Shaper after he's dead? She can, right? Alright, stack together. Both take damage. There you go. Well, I'd say we got it. Was gonna one-shot the... I technically one-shot the... I touched my mouse once, but for all practical purposes, I one-shot the regular Uber Uber AFK. But then I threw on the Runebinder relic and threw Maven on just to flex, and still first attempt. Easy game. Apparently I did a challenge. Look at that. We had an Opal ring as a reward. Look at that, like 3 chaos reward. Alright, well, that was fun.